So this time I thought I'd dig up some older YouTubers, a couple of regular fossils. Lorenzo Sipple Jr. and Marcia Nastor may seem like your typical old couple at first glance, but are actually well-respected people within the movie industry. Lorenzo working on such pieces as Sean Connery's Never Say Never Again, the 1971 adaptation of King Kong, and possibly one of the best adaptations of the Caped Crusader himself, 1966 Batman, starring the legendary Adam West, in all of his Batusian glory. While Texas-born native Marcia Nastor produced many popular films such as the 1987 war flick Hamburger Hill, just to name a few. So, what do you do with nearly 80 years of combined work in the film industry? Make a review show, of course. I mean, come on, it was 2007 at the time. A post-AVGN world. I mean, all the young Giffer-snappers were doing it, so why not them? Wait, did I just say Giffer-snappers? Oh no. Oh no. Anyway, they started around 2007, and they talked about all the contemporary movies that came out during the time. And even though they're very critical and scathing of a lot of the different movies they talked about, it was really interesting kind of hearing from a more seasoned type of reviewer rather than some 20-something-year-old yelling at the top of his lungs and making all sorts of nihilistic jokes in order to sound edgy and cool. Hell, even if it's something I don't really agree with, I'll still understand their point of view and where they're coming from, even if they can be a little out of touch with whatever current trends going on around them. But I think that's what makes it a lot better, kind of hearing from people of a different era and time. It's one of the reasons why I really like old people. And other reasons, you know what I'm saying.
With a kid who compulsively draws pictures of a penis, which I might say had the audience, for reasons I don't understand, roaring and falling in the aisles.
They were wonderful. They were wonderful. They were really funny, because a penis was everything, right? It could be a driver of an airplane, and they're brilliant.
One of their more controversial videos was their Dark Knight review, where they claimed that it was too violent and over the top to be like the Batman that they know and love. They also have problems with how the fight choreography was cut, which even though I love the movie, I can still, understand where they're coming from. I'm talking about the guy who wrote and co-produced the original 66 Batman television show. So you're gonna have to expect a little bit of bias. Sure, it's a bad judgment call on his part to make, but it's nothing to lose your head over. Oh my goodness. Seriously. What is up with these comments? What the shit, dude? It's just a movie.
Sadistic and ugly.
So they continued their reviewing career until around February 2009, when they all of a sudden just stopped uploading. Then it was announced in March of 2014 that Lorenzo Sipple had died in his house of natural causes. I've attempted to scrounge up any information about why Nastor just hasn't continued with Reelgeezers without him. But as usual, I've come up empty-handed. I guess it just wouldn't really be the same without old Sipple. So that was Reelgeezers, two relics of a bygone era. Thankfully all their knowledge and experience will still remain on the internet even when they're long gone.
And I'm feeling sometimes like just a regular moron in relation to this movie.
I'm feeling like a regular oxy.